just pretend you can't see this microphone cord if you can even see this microphone cord. I'm not at home in my studio. I'm doing the best I can. Hi, I'm Kim, your certified crazy lady. I thought about bringing the certificate and then I didn't. I do psychic readings and make vlogs about my life as a psychic witch. If you don't hate any of those things, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Looking a little bit like a pirate, but like kind of am into it. Today we are going to be doing a Taurus season reading, a collective reading for Taurus season. I'm gonna yak at you while I shuffle. I meant to pre-shuffle and then big fat did not. Yes, I recognize the pattern of thinking of doing things and then just not doing them. I hear you. I am currently in Sofia, Bulgaria, because why wouldn't I be in Bulgaria? We have many decks. I have 4. I brought 4 decks in my suitcase. My carry-on. I wouldn't even check it. Actually, that's not true. 2 of them were in my carry-on and 2 of them were in my checked bag because 2 of them are for extras and 2 of them I literally cannot live without. I love all of you. I really do. Just some of you are louder than others and that's it. I also have a pendulum in case we need it. I don't foresee that, but we also know that foresight is not my forte. I'm gonna say it that way from now on. She's a psychic, but that means many things. It doesn't just mean you can predict the future. Yeah, I try, but it often gets jumbled. I am very good at giving us what we need to know. I hear messages, they come in, and that's just kind of where it's at for me. I say to myself, I'm not a fortune teller, I am a messenger. That's just what I am. I am a messenger. I just tell you what you need to hear. What you do with it is what you do with it. We're gonna start with tarot, and then we're gonna pull some oracle. I have my Tarot of the Divine, I think it's called. All my decks will be linked below in case you wanna, you like them, you wanna pick up a set for yourself. The Urban Crow Oracle, my Woodland Wardens Oracle for animal friends, and what are you? Oh, Wisdom of the Oracle, the Colette Baron Reed one that we all love so much. I also have a pendulum. It's a little new to me. We're still learning each other, aren't we? Yes, we are. Hi. Yes. Thank you. All right. I don't know if we'll need the pendulum, but like I said, I don't foresee us needing it, and so let's just get into it. All right. What can we expect from Taurus season? All right, let's see who wants to come out to play. What do we need to know? That's really the important part. What do we need to know for Taurus season, my friends? What do we need to know? Ooh. Oh, coming out strong with the 3 of Swords. Don't kill the messenger. What do we need to know about this? Oh, I'm already getting whispers of it's not what you think. Doesn't mean it's good. And they snicker. Oof. Coming out strong. High Priestess right there. I'm pretty sure that's who that was. Okay, oh, there's 2 here. Okay, I was like, let's pull 4. 4 elements, balance, whatever. Okay. We're gonna set the oracle up here and use them for some clarity. Okay, we started out with the 3 of Swords, which is a little rough. Can you see it? Okay. Yeah, this is often a card that is kind of warning of some betrayal coming up, some heartbreak. Let's see, then we had Eula, and then who have we got? And then we have, okay, 3 of Wands, big 3 energy. What? The Star. See, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be, so 3 of Wands. Yep. Some growth and expansion with that. The Star. Always a relief to see that, in my humble opinion, for some hope and a light at the end of the tunnel, as well as the High Priestess. Yeah, that's who I thought kind of popped out. Yeah. I just want to see who's at the bottom. Ace of Wands. Interesting. This is a lot of like new, which makes no sense to you. In my head, it kind of, sometimes I like to just see it who kind of wants to peeky and say hello at the bottom, or if I'm like splitting the deck to shuffle, just kind of see. Two of Wands, I'm traveling, funny. You know, they're just little nods. They're not necessarily part of the overall reading, or they're just little whispers of it. It's a thing anyway. We don't need to dive into my process. Okay, so let's see. A lot of new energy is what I initially said. And what I mean by that is this is like you understood that, right? You could hear my brain. Okay, so 3, we have two threes. 3 came up twice. 3 is towards the beginning of numbers if we're counting 1, 2, 3. It's, you know, the beginning. It's not 9, 10. Okay, so that's what I mean by new. Is we have some. There's a freshness. That's kind of what I'm getting at. We also have the Star, which isn't particularly low on the major arcana kind of story of that in the progression, but the Star is not to get Star Wars on you, but it's a new hope. You know what I mean? It's like there's a thing coming, new, exciting. Okay, yeah, hope. Yes, right. Hope is new. Hope refreshes us and that kind of thing. High Priestess is the number 2 card in the major arcana, and so she's also at the beginning of the journey. And so it's very beginning. It's not like beginner, fresh. I'm getting the word fresh. It's fresh. It's fresh. You know, springtime, maybe it's finally going to be spring. I know a lot of people had a nasty lingering winter. Just as a side note, as an environmentalist, not that I'm a professional scientific, real environmentalist, just as someone who cares about that. A lot of that snow has been good for places that have been very drought ridden lately. I'm speaking to my homeland of Salt Lake City, Utah, to be specific. But I know a lot of other places are kind of experiencing that as well. Just very lingering winter, and I think we're going to have some kind of spring awakening moments and things like that, and just that freshness, that new beginning, but not like newborn baby beginning, but like fresh start beginning. Just a little bit of a, okay, I'm reorganized and we're gonna try again energy is kind of what I'm getting, especially with the 3 of Wands here. Like that's very just expansion and growth, like I mentioned a minute ago. Just very like, okay, we can kind of start climbing this ladder that's here. You know what I mean? We've been stuck on a certain rung of the ladder, and we can kind of start progressing. So there's going to be some movement in that way. 3 of Swords here really does kind of freak us out a little bit though, because like I said, this is very often, you know, we've got like knives in her heart. Okay, it's right there, and that sucks. We're going to try to make better sense of it though. It's almost like this is like a trigger event is what I'm getting at. Everything's very dark. I'm also seeing a lot of dark and a lot of sky, which is super interesting because we're going into Taurus season. So Taurus is an earth sign, a nice earth sign, which sounds unkind to say about the other earth signs. I'm married to a Virgo, so like I understand you earth people. he's yeah, good times. And my daughter is a Taurus rising, which if you knew her, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, all of that irrelevant information aside, it's the first of the earth signs in the astrological year. Okay, Aries is the first sign of the astrological year, which is what we're exiting, and now we're into Taurus season, and that's an earth sign. But I'm getting a lot of sky open. This is what I'm getting this energy. Okay, so it's kind of, maybe it's like oh my, you guys, I don't know why they send me this stuff. We need to have a conversation about clearer messaging at another time. but I'm getting this like emergence, like that's emerge, like maybe it's like a growing flower, you know, things are growing and they're reaching for the sky, and that's definitely what this is kind of giving us, is that reaching. She's literally reaching. Okay, so we need to, is that, we're going to dive into each of these cards. We need to get some, we're going to pull, I'm going to pull one more tarot for kind of each theme. The themes are betrayal and heartbreak. The themes are reaching and expanding and growing. The themes are hope and a newness and freshness. And also we have the High Priestess here, who is very much about your intuition and who you are, and trusting yourself in your own, oops, microphone. Oh, my hair has been bumping it. Dang it, I'm sorry. Every friggin' time have I mentioned that I hate microphones. Okay, we're gonna pull a tarot for each one. So the themes for each kind of theme, and ask for some clarity and detail. Let's spread y'all out a little bitty bit. Can you just keep you where you can see? What do we need to know? I'm phrasing my question properly, so maybe we can get clarity. I have some clarity on the betrayal and hurt we are going to be experiencing. What clarity, what details? Everything's very nighttime as well. Very Taurus of sometimes people say Taurus is, you know, kind of lazy. I look at it as more peaceful and restful. Which I think is because I'm seeing a lot of night. Like it's the sky, but it's darker. It's night. All these things are happening at night. We have moons and stars and nighttime, right? So are we in the dark about some? Oh, it's coming to me. We're in the dark about something. What will be brought to light? What will be revealed? And that, I think that's where we're going with our hurt here. Focus. That's why no one's coming on. I'm not focusing. Oh man, this card's been coming out. Six of Swords. Should have known it was you. Just tons of that energy of very like, oh my gosh, I don't like that word. Can you please give them a different word? Some kind of abandonment. I didn't want to use that word, but a left behind feeling is gonna pop up for us. We got the Six of Swords here. That is, when that comes up when I'm doing a reading, it is usually some kind of leaving behind. Either we are leaving something behind or we are being left behind. And that's not always bad, to be clear. It's just not usually easy. But it's not bad. And we can't really, I mean, it's a collective reading, so it's definitely going to mean something for each of you, you know, but there's going to be just that feeling of being left behind, of that. Can you please organize this in my brain a little bit so it can come out my mouth? Definitely some hurt that's going to come from some kind of abandonment. Either someone will be leaving, or something will be leaving, or you will be leaving someone or something. Separation. And honestly, it could be the separation of someone or something toxic. It could be the separation of something that you don't like, that you've been trying to get away from. It could mean that. It could also mean that, you know, you're going to learn, or you're going to be left behind by the boyfriend. I don't know. Because I just, there is a separation. Let's... trying to decide if I want to do all tarot and then all oracle. I do. So we've got separation, and it's going to be painful. Not necessarily bad. That's important to remember. Okay, please. It's for the greater good. Okay, that's, I mean, abundantly clear. I'm not just saying that to cushion the blow. I'm saying that I genuinely believe that because we have this, you know, this light at the end of the tunnel here that's going to say, you know, oh, there is still hope beyond this. Okay. And it's for this really much bigger thing. Okay. Much grander, better situation for you. So this separation is going to we're going to have another theme of growth and reaching and expanding. Where are we going to be expanding? Where are we going to be growing? Where are we going to be reaching and reaching new heights? Ooh. Oh, 2 came out. 2, both of them are a 10. 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Here we go. Yes. Okay. So it's going to be a little overwhelming, I think, and it's going to feel like you're spinning your wheels, like you're doing all this work and not getting anywhere, and it's going to feel like, yeah, see, this is really coming together. Okay, it's going to feel like we've had, it's muddy, and our wheels are spinning, and we're not going, and we're not going, and we're not going, and nothing's happening, and now we're hurting. Okay, and it's just like, I'm supposed to be reaching and growing, and it's like, it's just this like so unnecessary work you feel like you're doing, but like at the end of it is such a big happy thing. Okay, there's a really, I feel like every time I lean the microphone's like, apologies if it is. There's a really grand, I'm hearing grand, it's just this grand rising. May I offer you a reading in your Instagram DM? Ugh, the words grand rising are never going to hit the same again. I don't know if anybody else gets that, if you follow anyone in the spiritual or magical community on Instagram. I'm sure you've gotten a DM that says grand rising. Side note, that has nothing to do with anything. Let's stay on task, please and thank you. Okay, all right, we're fine. We're fine. But there is quite the grand wonderfulness headed your way here. Okay. I call this the 10 of Cups as my happy family card. Okay, it's not just you happy as an individual, it's kind of everything around you. Whether that's your family or your community or the, you know, at work or wherever, just the people and those around you, it's the whole enchilada. Okay, that's just a really happy, joyous enchilada. And it's going to get there. It's like, this is what it feels like it's all this work with no gain, but it's actually a lot of gain. Okay, it's actually moving you in a direction that's pretty freaking cool, and like definitely something that you want, especially in terms of your relationships, So that's great. That I find comfort in that, to be real with you. What do we need to know about our hope? What hope is coming for us? What hope is it that we need to hang on to? Oh, no, that's too many. I know. They like to do that. They're like, we got to say all this stuff. And I'm like, you got to organize it for me. I can't keep all that straight. Hope. What is our hope? What do we need to know about this hope? The big hope. Yeah, it's like this is gonna... Oh yeah, it's definitely with people. Okay, so 3 of Coins. And my collaboration card. I kind of have a word per card, and it kind of like launches me into where the message needs to... what the message needs to be. And 3 of Coins is such a... teamwork. situation. Okay. It's not just receiving and it's not just giving. It's, you know, and we also have another 3, which that's 3 threes. That's 3 threes. So much growth. Okay. And it's uncomfortable. Okay. This Taurus season might be uncomfortable, which kind of goes against what Taurus, you know, is at the core. Taurus is comfort. Okay. And like, there you have it. And so it's interesting to me that we are going to be having so much growth and so much up-reaching energy at this time of settling. That's not the right word. This time of leveling off, you know, this time of luxuries and comforts and immovability. And maybe that's kind of the point, is that we have so much growth coming that's going to be like the stubbornness, is that's like this growth is going to force its way. Like when the earth wants to do something, the earth will make it happen. There will be volcanic eruptions, there will be earthquakes, there will be rock slides and things happening, okay? Like I'm not saying those things are going to happen. Please understand, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that these things are literally going to be happening. I'm saying that as an example of when the earth wants to move, the earth will move. Okay, it feels like the earth isn't, it's the slowest moving of the 4 elements. And this is the message here, is that the earth is slow moving, but the earth is moving, and when it wants to go, it will go. An earthquake happens quickly, okay? Rock slides and things like that happen quickly, and it changes things. It's not a small kind of thing. It's a big environmental shift. It's the earth is changing, okay? That was a volcano. This was an earthquake, and that was a volcano. You get it. Okay, but my point with all of this is we have these 3s that is so much change and growth at this time where you think that there wouldn't be a lot of movement, and I'm getting that there really will be. And it could be quite monumental. Seeing all of these 3s is telling me that it's really going to be a time of shifting and growing. It in many capacities, but especially with relationships, is what I'm kind of seeing. And so the hope here with our star card here, the star, the hope, the light at the end of the tunnel, is this collaboration with others. Okay, it's teaching, it's learning, and which is part of growing, right? It's learning all these lessons. It's really learning. It's learning hard things. Okay, there's good knowledge coming, especially from people. It's very relationship. I'm seeing it's so relational. It's very, very much the people that we're around and our relationships. I'm just really getting a strong pull for that. Let's see what we need to know about the High Priestess here. What do we need to know about trusting ourselves and our own intuition? What is she here to tell us to believe in? Ah, yes. New. So many new. 2 of Wands. Yeah. See, again, it's a 2. It's an early card. We're at the beginning of these things going on. I feel like my camera battery is going to die. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Everything's changing, including my camera battery. So 2 of Wands is very back and forth, and business, travel, those kinds of like relationship things. I'm getting this is what I'm getting. Coming and going and coming and going. And so the comings and goings is we kind of need to trust who's coming in, and we need to trust who's going out. Okay, we need to trust what is coming in, and we need to trust what is exiting, because things will be exiting. Okay, either we will be leaving and we will be exiting, or things will be exiting our lives, and we need to really trust what is coming in and what is going out. This is the trust you need to, right? Yes, this is trust. Okay, trust it. It's coming in, there's going out. Trust. Trust this, okay? Trust yourself, trust your intuition. When something is leaving and you're like, I need to let that go, let it go. If something is coming in and you're like, this is kind of scary, but I kind of am like I feel like I need to explore this and I feel like I need to accept this. Okay, that's your intuition telling you that yeah, you do need to trust. Okay, so trust yourself and trust the things that are leaving and trust the things that are coming in. But especially trust those things that are leaving, because things are going to be leaving. Okay, I'm going to scoot these and I just want some kind of lasting messages for us, and then we're going to shush it. We're going to start with Wisdom of the Oracle. What will help us? What knowledge will help us in these growing times? There we go. What knowledge will help us in these growing times? That's good. That's good. What knowledge is going to help us through this Taurus season of changing and growing and newness? So much new. Fresh. It is, I mean, it's spring. It's just so spring. Who flucked on me? Who flicked? Who flipped? Flocked. Nope. Oh, there we go. Milk and honey. Oh, how sweet. Yeah. Oh, how sweet. Oh, how sweet. Okay, there we go. Yep. A baby elephant in a bowl of milk and honey. This is the Taurus energy I signed up for. Just so you know. Okay, with a sweet, sweet rainbow. It's like revel in it. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing revel in it, okay? Especially with the, you know, our hope and our trusting and that kind of the newness. It's like, it's almost like we've been like, I feel stuck, I feel stalled, especially here, right? That we've been spinning our wheels and I feel like nothing is coming of it. Like this is saying, be in it, revel in the sweet, sweet satisfaction of something new and something exciting and growth. Okay, because we've been waiting for some growth and we've been waiting for some spring, you know, some growing and changing, and it's like that's hard, but revel in the fact that it's happening, that it's here and it's happening, and that means we can get to whatever the better version of ourselves, the better life that we're hoping for, the new and exciting relationship that we've been asking for, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like, just be satisfied in the fact that these things are happening, because it means these things are happening. Okay, it means that exciting things are happening. I'm kind of excited. This has kind of shifted my perspective on this just a little bit, to be like, yeah, it's really hard, but it's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so great. It's like we're really gonna try to decide who I want to pull from next. It's really gonna make us feel more alive. Okay, we're really gonna feel. What lasting messages do the animals have for us? I just want to see what kind of energy, whose energy can we expect at this time to help us through this growth and change and all of the happenings. Who's here to help us and guide us? What guidance do we need? Who do we need to follow? Who do we need to follow through the change? Oh, I think that was my card. They'll come back around. They'll come back around. I always say this deck is so slippy that a lot of times my little animal friends don't like to come out, and I have to just go seeking them. A couple more. Oh, yeah. Aha! The snake. Transition. Isn't that the key word? Starting over. Literally. Can you see this? It says starting over at the bottom. It says starting over. Okay. Is that not what we've been talking about, right? It's so much. A snake sheds its skin, okay? It is uncomfortable. It is not a nice experience for snakes to literally crawl out of their own skin, okay? But when they do, they are the same but different. They're new, they're fresh, they've started over. It's a new phase, it's a new season, okay? That's just reaffirming. So really hone in on this snake energy. This is who's guiding us through this, okay? So like, follow that feeling of, I am crawling through this uncomfortable thing, but oh my gosh, it's gonna be so beautiful when I get to the other side, okay? All these smiling faces are waiting for me. I just have to wriggle my way through this season to get to that shiny new skin, okay, but in a less creepy way. So follow that energy though. This is who's guiding us, okay? The snake is guiding us. Follow that. Follow the snake out of the skin, okay? And leave it behind. Don't try to crawl back in your old skin. That's kind of another message I like to reaffirm when I get snake energy coming into a reading is you are shedding your skin for a reason. Don't go back to it. You're not going to fit in your old skin. And that's why you need out of it, okay? Lasting message, one more from my crow friends. What do we need to do? What is our very next step? The very next step, we are here in Taurus season. I think this video is going up. Ooh. Can I get some clarity on that? The trickery card came out. I almost always ask for clarity on that because it's suspicious. So we got trickery. Okay, this is our very next step. This is a trusting and not trusting. Okay, which is why I asked for clarity. Ooh, risk. Okay, so here's what our crows have to say. Okay, we've got risk up here. Yeah. Just checking the camera battery. We can finish. We can finish. We can get there. We're at the home stretch here. It's like it feels risky to get a new skin, right? To crawl out of that, to experience change. Humans crave homeostasis, right? We want to stay the same here. I say right here, my body and my soul are going to do everything I can to keep me as I am. And that's not life. We can't live that way. Like we're kind of DNA ingrained to be like that. And it just isn't conducive to growing and living more fully and more balanced and things like that. And so I think that this trickery and risk here is saying it's hard to trust, okay? We don't want to trust. Our instincts go against trust, okay? But like it's okay. This risk is okay. This risk is for the better. This is worth the risk. This unsettled feeling, this uncomfortable, painful at times, not ideal growth and change is totally worth the unsafe feelings that come with it. Not actual unsafety, to be clear. Oh, the battery's gonna go. That is a sign to wrap it up. You can trust the change that you're going through. You can absolutely trust it, okay? I'm gonna leave you with that because the battery will die and I don't wanna go plug it in. So trust all of this uncomfortableness. It is so beautiful on the other side, okay? It's beautiful. It's beautiful and wonderful and meant for you, okay? Trust it. And I hope you have a fantastic Taurus season. I hope it's not too hard on you. Crawl out of that skin. We can all do this. And it is such a shining light coming for us, okay? Trust it. Trust that uncomfortableness. We're gonna make it through and it's gonna be beautiful, really beautiful. I hope this was helpful for you. I have other videos along here if you just want more of me. I've got some travel stuff up too because we're traveling right now. Sign up for my free email list in the description below. If you've made it this far in the reading, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. Now go embrace your crazy.